this works. Hey, there we go. Alright, let me grab the link. Alright, I think... And you can't hear anything? Hold on, who can hear me? If you guys can hear me, just send a message in the chat. Check my mic. Yo.
Yeah.
Alright. Hello. Alright, can anyone hear me? Nobody? Seriously. Alright, hold on. Hold on. That's really strange. Seriously. Alright. Alright, can anyone hear me now? Okay, so my mic was just a little quiet then, I guess. Let me see if I can boost it a bit more. Strange. Alright, can you guys hear me at all? Or is it still just really, really quiet? Hello? Alright, let me know if you can hear on the stream. Because if you can't hear the Discord, we'll just switch over to the stream. Alright, I guess we'll just stick with the stream then. Let's see, what do I have here? Check voice. I did look at voice and video, but I don't know, my input is set correctly, my output set correctly. I don't know what would be going on. Nah, I'm on the right mic. Just checked it out. The one I always use. Okay, hold on. Is this any better at all? Wait, hold on. Hello? Can you hear me? Let me try boosting. Yeah, I guess I'll just switch to the stream. Yeah, let me mute on Discord, and I'll just let people know go to the stream. Okay, alright. I guess we'll get started with the Q&A. I'm just gonna hop into the Discord chat real quick. And there we go. Alright, let me know. You guys can see the screen, right? Okay. Alright. Let's see. Q&A. Alright, let's start. Will there be a public beta? Actually, wait, hold on. Do we want... Should I invite anyone else to speak? I don't know if we have... I guess I'll bring Funny up. Because he also worked on the app. Let me start at the top. Alright. Will there be a public beta? Most likely, I would say, as soon as like the basic core features of the app are finished, I'd like to do a public beta of it. Right now I'm waiting on like just finishing a couple more features, getting things sorted out on the API level. There's a server that powers the entire thing, the entire app. I'd like to pull up a video, but I'll do that in a minute. What mods will be compatible on Starlight? It really just depends on the mod developers. Most of the mod developers would have to adjust their code to work on Android. Good example with Mirror API and Reactor, I had to modify a couple bits of code because the names of certain like game code was different between PC and Android, so I had to change that up to make it compatible. But other than that, yeah, not so bad. I would say most mods are able to be ported to Starlight. It's just some complicated stuff and some like really poorly optimized mods might struggle. Like for example, original Town of Us Reactivated. I know Town of Us Mira has performance problems, but it's not as bad as the other ones. I would say right now, Launchpad I know works, New Mod works, Endless Host Roles is almost working. from what I last heard. I'll probably be helping out the mod developers here and there. Hold on, actually increase my mic volume. 1 minute. Can I even do this? Is this any better? I don't know if that increased it. Okay, let me know if my mic volume is a little better now. Okay. Alright. So where were we? Right. What mods were compatible? Yeah, pretty much any. I know for right now, Mira API, Reactor, Launchpad, and new mod are confirmed to work. Town of Us Mira has a development build that's in the works. It runs not with the best performance, but it does run. And there's a couple Town of Us forks that are working on Android support as well. Will Starlight PC and Android come out at the same time? Most likely not, since the Android app is pretty much almost finished. Like for initial release, at least. There's still a couple features I'd like to add later down the line, but the PC app is not even started right now. Like I would say the PC app is probably like gonna come further down the line. However, we are working with some other developers around the community, and there might be a different app that'll support Starlight, like the API server. So you won't need like a Starlight PC app. You'll just be able to use the other app, and it'll have like the same mod list and such. What mod is my favorite? I mean, I'm a little bit biased here, but I would have to say Launchpad. And then my favorite role, I would say Janitor. It's one of the OG roles, one of the first ones I made. Oh, yeah, in the chat. So Starlight could come out in 2 weeks. I would say probably. Yeah, I know we've been saying 2 weeks for like 2 weeks now, but I would really like to get it done within 2 weeks. It's just, my PC broke last week. University started this week. So it's been a little bit busy for me. How long do you spend working on Starlight per day? That usually depends on the day, but I try to get at least a couple hours in. But I tried like working more of how many features can I get done per day rather than how many hours. Like, for example, this morning I spent like 10 minutes improving the edit profile page so that you could actually see the mod name and thumbnail instead of just the ID and version. So I would say that's like a small little feature I added. Last night I fixed up the full screen mode to make the game run completely in full screen, since usually like there's a little cutout for the notch instead. What else? What else do we have? Where does the name come from? Oh yeah, this is a little thread about this. Yeah, we had a contest for the name of the app, and Starlight ended up winning. What are your plans after Starlight releases? Focus on university. That's a big one. Um, but other than that, I'd like to basically improve the app, make sure it's not broken, keep it running for a while. Uh, just hope that like things don't completely break down. If the game updates anytime soon, then I'll definitely have to update the app, since right now Starlight does not support downgraded versions of the game. It only supports whatever's like the latest right now, which I think is 16.1.0. Will you try to publish Starlight to Google Play Store due to Google restricting APK installation from unverified developers? Regarding this, we originally wanted to do Play Store publication, but when we were like looking through like Google's terms of service and other like things they got going on, we realized it's probably not in our best interest to publish on Google Play because it would be really difficult and you'd probably be required to modify the app heavily. However, given the recent news about APK installations, I already applied for early access to Google's verified developer program, so we'll see if I get in, and if possible, we wouldn't even need Google Play since we'd be a verified developer, but we'll just have to see when it comes to that. I'm just worried that Google can revoke our status anytime if they don't like what we're doing. Next question, will all mods be compatible with Starlight? If not, what mods will? We kind of already answered this. But like, yeah, porting mods, not fun. Depends. You kind of need an Android device to do that too. Usually it's only a couple things to change. Sometimes it could be a lot depending on how complicated your mod is. Is Starlight working on Android 15 and 16? Most likely. Yeah, I can see we have some beta testers confirm that. What do you use for development? Programming languages and engines, yeah. Call of Creator answered this as well. We use Kotlin for the UI front end, and we use Go for the backend server that powers everything. And then we also use some C++ for the really low-level mod installation stuff. So when you launch the game, there's some C++ code that's gonna like inject all of the mods into the game. Will has function need money? I'm gonna assume this means is there any like paid features? And we've thought about it. We've considered like putting some like things locked behind a paywall, but honestly, I don't think it's necessary. I'd rather the app be free for everyone to use and free in all its features. So there will not be anything that you gotta like pay money for. If anything, like if we ever published on the Play Store, we might add like a bit of advertising to cover like fees and stuff. But it wouldn't be like anything intrusive or full screen or whatever. And you'd be able to just like donate to get rid of them. It's not that bad. But honestly, we don't really want to do ads either. I think there's better ways to raise money, like our Ko-Fi, which I will eventually post a link to, even though it's been ready for a while. When is release? Like I said already, not really 100% sure. Give or take, I want to at least get it done this week or next week, but we'll see. Can you make Starlight the next Polus.gg? Definitely not. How do I install an iOS? Not yet. Regarding iOS, we actually, me and Funny, looked into iOS support a little while back. I don't know how I'm supposed to invite him to the stream, since he's in the event stage, but regarding iOS support, I would say it's possible, but it's not something that we would be getting done anytime soon. Like, it takes a lot more work on iOS than on Android to get mods loading. One of the big problems with this is iOS doesn't support like dynamic libraries or something like. I don't remember exactly what. I'm pretty sure everything needs to be compiled ahead of time for iOS. Yeah, no JIT. That's what it is. Just-in-time compilation. That's what .NET uses. That's what every single Among Us mod you probably play uses. So that's probably why Starlight iOS is not going to come out for a long time, if it does come out. Yeah. Okay, where was I? Can it run Doom? I mean, that's up to the mod developers, I would say. If the mod developers can get it to run get it to run Doom, then yeah, I can run Doom. Will it run on my Windows phone? I don't think Among Us even runs on the Windows phone, so probably not. Will it run on my Huawei Smart People's G50? I mean, that sounds like an Android phone. If it's ARM64, it'll run. Will it run on my Nokia flip phone? If it's ARM64 Android, it'll probably run. Will it run my iPhone? No. Will it run on not my Samsung Galaxy Smart Fridge? I feel like, I mean, if your smart fridge is the right version, it'll work. Where did, oh my god. If it's Android, if it's, uh, you know, if it's the right version of Android and if it's the right, architecture, it'll probably run on your smart fridge as well. Uh, but like I can't really confirm that. Will it run on my Nokia 3310 smart home device with? I don't know. I'm just gonna skip that. Can it run on my car if it's Android Auto? Yeah. Yeah. See, if it's Android Auto, can I put viruses on Starlight? No, you can't publish viruses on Starlight. How does Starlight Android and PC work? Really simple. So if you're a PC gamer and you want to play with your Starlight mobile friends, you will most likely not need a specific like Starlight PC app. That's because um, it's really up to the mods that you install. So let's say I'm on Android and I install Mira API, Reactor, and Town of Us Mira. Then all my PC friends have to do is just install the exact same versions of the mods. So like, get Reactor 2.5.0, get Mira API 0.2.1, Town of Us Mira 1.1.0, whatever the version is. They just have to get the PC version of the mod, and then you guys can just join the same servers as long as you have the same servers added in your game. How does Starlight work? As in, how does it run BepInEx? I covered this a little bit earlier when I talked about like iOS, but or in the languages thing, but really it's like its own Unity game. You can ask Funny more about this because he did the whole proof of concept back in January, where we took a Unity project, we exported it to an Android app, and Funny made it load the Among Us game files instead of loading its own game files. So it's kind of like, I don't exactly know how to describe it, but we're sort of tricking the system kind of into thinking, oh, we're loading our own game, but we actually just loaded in all the Among Us code instead of our own code. The BepInEx stuff is a little more complicated, where first we have to make some patches to certain function. I forget the exact name, but there is a certain function in the game. Yes, alright, so Funny just messaged. It's a Unity game that doesn't have assets and it just uses Among Us assets. Yeah. So for BepInEx loading, there's really, I would say, two parts to it. First part, we had to get the dependencies working. Since BepInEx uses a bunch of different libraries, thankfully, because of the Lemon Loader project, there was already Android ports of basically everything that BepInEx used. We just had to like port it over. The hard part, I would say, was getting .NET to start running, since all of the mods run on top of .NET. Yeah, so Funny just messaged me. IL2CPP init. That is a function in the game code uh, where we inject all of our mods during that time. Uh, the easy way to explain it would be, okay, so when the game starts, since we have full control over the entire game process, since it's inside of our own app, we start an instance of .NET, and then we inject, well, we start BepInEx, and there is a little bit of communication going on between BepInEx and my C++ Starlight code. Because in C++ I have some functions and code that is responsible for hooking into the game. So like you give it an address, you give it a function pointer, it'll hook into the game. I use Dobby hook, I believe. So yeah, we use Dobby hook for all the hooking stuff. Yeah, okay, Funny just messaged me again. We hijacked the IL to CPP runtime before Unity has access to it. That's the words I was looking for. Um, will the VS Imposter mod work on Starlight? I don't know what VS Imposter is. I've heard of it, but I don't really know. This looks like an FNF mod and not really an Among Us mod, so I'm gonna have to say no. That's not gonna work on Starlight. After the launch of Starlight, do you intend to do something like a mod creator for Android? I've considered it. Um, but honestly, there's too much work that would go into that. It's very difficult. There's already like it's already really difficult to make a mod creator on PC given the complexity of the code and like all the different APIs and such. So the chance for it coming to Android is probably 0 to none. I'm just gonna answer a couple questions in the chat real quick since I saw there were some people with questions. How long have we been working on Starlight? Since January of this year. So like almost 9 months now. Is there any other questions? I think we're good for now. Next, what mods are supported to Starlight? We already talked about this. How will Starlight come when distributing? How will Starlight work when it comes to distributing mods? Real simple. Right now, the mod uploading panel on our API is private, so only me or Angel or like other approved admins could work with it. But the way it would work is you would send the DLL files for the necessary version, so like your PC version and your Android version, you would send in both DLL files, and you would send in any assets that are required, for example the hat bundles, and you would just make sure you set your mod to depend on whatever assets you uploaded. No zip files, and conflicting dependencies, I honestly don't know how to handle that yet. I don't have like a really complicated dependency system yet. So we'll see how that goes in the future. But yeah, distributing mods, just tell people, oh, use the Starlight app, or we'll eventually add like a deep linking button so you could like just link directly to the app from your GitHub. For PC, it's always going to be like zip files and such, but like when some PC launcher comes out, then it'll be like that basically. Same thing on both sides. Is there a release date planned? No specific release date. I mean, I would say I would give a release date when the app is ready, not like before it's ready. So we'll see. Is Starlight gonna release for PC? I answered this before, maybe. We'll see how that goes. That is not a real question. To end with, what would the earliest Android release where Starlight can be downloaded? Okay, let me check the code for Starlight real quick. Because I know we have a minimum Android version in here. The minimum version, let me hop onto API levels. I think Android 9. The minimum version of Android that Starlight runs on, I believe, is Android 9. I hope that answers the question. I know Among Us can run even earlier than that, but we picked Android 9 as a decent point. I see some more questions in the YouTube chat. I can add only distributed mods or my own too. For the initial release of Starlight, we're gonna lock the app to only distributed mods, like things that are coming from the Starlight marketplace. And that's just a security thing, because for initial release, we just want to get an idea of, okay, is the app working? Is there issues? Is there bugs? We don't want to like overload support chats with, oh, this mod is not working on Starlight, because people keep trying to add stuff that's not compatible yet. Point is, on the initial release, we just want issues that are only issues with Starlight itself and not with like other mods and things. So if something's confirmed to work on Starlight, it'll be on the marketplace and you can get it. But until then, there will not be like until like an update in the future, you won't be able to add in your own stuff yet. Will it be open source? Starlight on release will not be open source because there's a lot of messy code in there, in my opinion, and there's a lot of things that I need to secure better, I would say. But eventually I'd like to open source it, just not on release. And how will I be able to improve Android support on my mod? I am writing up a guide on how to do that, but the two most important things is you have to get a copy of the Android game libs and compile your mod against that, and then you have to test it and just hope nothing broke, because it's Android. Try to improve performance as well. Android devices are not as powerful as PC, unfortunately, so performance is a serious concern. The Starlight Marketplace will be 100% free. I just don't know what else to call it. The name we use in the code is the mod index or the mod repository, but that's like a less familiar name for people, so that's why I called it Marketplace. How will you plan on managing server costs? We did talk about ads before, but I really don't want to do ads. Donations is going to be a big part of it. I'll probably pay a bit out of pocket too. Why starting this project to begin with? Well, back in 2021, me and the original founder of AOU, we really wanted to bring mods to mobile. We thought that we could do it, especially Funny back then was actually already doing it, but he was doing it all in C++. We didn't have like actual mod loading yet, but like the idea of being able to run mods on Android has just been like a wish for AOU for a long time. Like again, this goes back to the early days, 2021, 2020. We really wanted to do a mobile version of Launchpad, but it never happened. And I mean, now it's happening, so. Actually, really important question in the chat just now. If Starlight backend were to go down, either temporarily or permanently, how would the app be affected? In the initial version of the app, that would be affected pretty severely, since you would not be able to install any mods, but anything you already have downloaded would work. So like if you already installed Town of Asamira, if you already installed Launchpad, those would still work, but anything new you wouldn't be able to get. And there would also be like a couple of visual differences, since the app uses the backend to grab thumbnails and other like images like that. But overall, I wouldn't say it would be completely unusable. When we do a future update where you can add in your own mods, there will be no need for the backend to be up. You could use the app completely offline, or you could use the app when the backend is down. That's no issue. But for initial release, I would say backend is kind of important. So we'll see. Hopefully, we won't have any downtime in the beginning. What are your plans after Starlight releases? I already answered this question before, but I will recap. I gotta focus on university, but I do want to keep updating the app for a bit. More questions. Names are not really important. We're not gonna talk about that. Will Star release on Google Play? Probably not. It might. We'll see how things go. We're not actually releasing on itch. So I don't really know why that's here. Hold on one second. Alright, will Starlight handle mods that need downgrading like the other roles? Right now, there is zero support for downgrading in Starlight, and that's just a side effect of how the app works. As much as I would like to do downgrading support, it's probably not going to happen because there's some really complicated low-level patches, and the fact that the game updated its Unity version multiple times this year means that like once they update the Unity version, then we need a brand new version of the app. I mean, eventually we can add downgrade support because it's not impossible. It's just very annoying, and that's funny. Just message probably have to release multiple APKs. So right now, no downgrade support, but maybe something in the future. I'm just gonna skip all the not real questions. Is it possible to partner up with the other roles or all the roles for Android support? Well, we're not really partnering with other mods to do Android support. That's up to them. They have to put in the work to support the mod themselves. I mean, people are free to make pull requests to open source mods to make them support Android. But overall, Android support is something that is a responsibility of developers and not really us. Will there be documentation on how Starlight will work, or is it like something already is around? The app itself is supposed to be pretty easy to use, if that's what the question is asking. But I would say we will try to release guides, tutorials, and such to help with that. Will the other roles work with Starlight? Probably not. It's on an older version. Will Starlight be able to prevent duck attacks? I would say probably not, since it's just like a normal game client. We don't really have anything specific against cheating yet, or like other people hacking. There's no real protections in place. So Starlight, I don't think can prevent duck attacks. Alright, which monster supported? We answered this. When will come out? We answered this. Minimum specs for Android would you recommend? That is a good question. That's difficult to say since I only have two devices that I can test with, and one of them is a 2016 Huawei Honor 6X. Really old phone by today's standards, nearly 10 years. Um, I would say just any device that could run Android 9 stock, like you don't need to do custom ROMs, I would say probably can run Starlight just fine. So like I'd say if you're on Android 9 or higher, you'll probably be fine. My Huawei, I had to install a bunch of custom ROMs to get that to Android 14. So I would not recommend doing that just for Starlight. Uh, I'm sure if you've ever seen the videos I posted in the Starlight Android leaks, there was definitely lag issues on my Huawei. Oh yeah, something someone just said in the chat. Isn't 64-bit required? Yes, that is a requirement. I forgot. ARM64 is a requirement as of right now. I'm fairly certain ARM7 support is possible, but I just haven't like fully implemented or tested it. So for now, ARM64 is required. Most devices run ARM64. This is not really a huge issue, but yeah, so you're going to need ARM64 and just something that runs Android 9. Hopefully, that's all you need. Will launcher support old versions of the game? Probably not. Is Submerged supported? Not yet. I've tried to run Submerged. On my Huawei, it crashes when loading into the main menu because it runs out of memory, but I don't know about other phones. I know it's run on other phones. I'm pretty sure Pietro ran Submerged on his phone. What's needed for a mod to be compatible with Android? How much effort does the dev need to put into it? That depends on the mod itself. But like the two most important things is getting it to compile against the Android game libs and testing it in-game to make sure nothing just broke because of Android. I'll give an example. Reactor worked with Starlight back when we were starting out because I was able to compile it against Android. And then in a game update, it ended up breaking, even though the code didn't change. Reactor broke because of a change in how the game was compiled. So I had to make a patch on in the app itself just to make Reactor work again, which is just the unfortunate thing about Android. Because it's, yeah, I mean, I guess inlining was part of it. It was more of a compiler optimization than anything, because inlining is about the same on PC and Android right now. There's not really a huge difference in how much inlining is done, but it was a compiler optimization that caused a certain function Reactor uses to break when patched. So I had to put in a manual assembly patch in the Starlight app just to make that work again, and there's probably going to be more instances of that. I just don't know all of them yet. We'll see that when we find out, when we're testing with mods. How will the public beta work? This is in the live stream chat. Real simple. I think what we're gonna try to do, we're gonna release the APK file on the All of Us website, and all you'd have to do is just download it and install it. And then when we do get to like full releases, it'll still probably be like that, unless we switch to Play Store. If Play Store happens, then yeah, we will start releasing over there. New question in the Q&A chat. How does Starlight work? I did kind of talk about this. It is the mobile version that's being modded. It's not emulating PC at all. The mobile version of the app is like we don't really open the Among Us app itself. We just read the code off of it. The Among Us game, and then we inject all the mods into that. Again, it's pretty technical. I don't really want to get too much into it. What are the things left out to finish now? Please answer. There is, I would say, only really a couple more features to finish in. What would I say we need to do? Let me open up. I think I'm gonna open up the chat right now and show you guys what is left to be done. Just 1 minute. Need to. Oh, I want to make sure I'm unmuted in event stage. Oops. Yeah, let me unmute in event stage. Good idea. Thanks, Tony. My bad. Alright, you should be able to talk, right? Yo, you there? I'm guessing you guys just aren't talking. That's my guess. For now, I guess I'll move into the next question. How hard will it be to port mods to Starlight? I kind of discussed this a couple times. It depends on the mod. Some mods are complicated, some aren't. In the case of Launchpad, it was really easy since we just had to make it compile against Android, and then the more important part was Mira. Mira needed more updates to work on Android, but once Mira was working, Launchpad was working, it was all good there. If you have asset bundles in your mod, those will definitely need to be recompiled for Android. Oh, we can't hear you from you guys are talking but can't hear me. Hold on, let me disconnect and reconnect. Alright, I think I can hear you guys.
Hey, finally!
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Took long enough.
Yeah, you guys should show up in the YouTube stream as well. I'm sorry about all that technical difficulties. Okay,
I hear
will.
a child in the background.
What happened?
I hear a child in the background.
Yeah, that I've got some guests over.
Siblings?
Unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let me real quick. I'll boot up a demo of the mod real quick, or of the app.
Child, what?
Of the app. Hold on 1 second. Let's see here. Window capture. Screen cap. There. I hope you guys can see this in the live stream. Let me check. Yeah. It should be visible in the live stream.
Give me a moment. Oh yeah, I can see it.
Okay. So I'm just gonna do a quick rundown of what is already in the app. Homepage is a bit empty. You have recent profiles up here. I'm gonna add like a news feed in below here, so you could like see any recent events going on regarding Among Us or Android or the apps. On this side we have mod profiles. So this is how you would like actually set up a bunch of mods together. So like local mods, this will not be in the final release, I'd say, or say in the initial release. You will just have access to this tab where you can add in different mods from the mod repository, which is over here, which I do have to refresh. There's a little bug with that, but We've got trending stuff up here. It's counted by downloads per week. We've got just browsing all stuff here. You could search. It works pretty well, I would say. Yeah, I gotta figure out that when it blanks out. That's weird. Not sure why that happens yet. Settings. There's a couple settings. If you go into Starlight settings, these things. Interface is just the app itself. In-game. See, this is full screen mode, which I added last night. Show Starlight button, which I will showcase this stuff in a minute. Account. There is a account page to log in with itch.io. And if you can't use the itch website for some reason, you can enter your token manually, which you don't really usually have to. I mean, this page needs some updates. It's a little mix of like an older and newer version. Really important for Chinese users, since they're not able to access itch.io. One of our beta testers set up a proxy server, which we will add as an option in here. Log in with the proxy server. So that'll allow Chinese users to also log in with itch, which that is required for playing online, as far as I know, because the game uses Epic authentication services, but Google Play is really strict about how you authenticate. So since this is the Starlight app and not the Among Us app, we're not allowed to use your Google Play account to connect to Among Us. We have to use an itch account. Oh yeah, account linking. That is going to be a thing eventually. We're going to add a button in here for account linking, so you can link your Google Play account to your itch account and save all of your cosmetics and anything else you own. Developer settings is a little more advanced. Oh, actually, yeah, hold on. Hey, Tony, you can go.
I mean, with the account linking though, can't you just do that through like the InnerSloth one?
What? Yeah, no, that's what I mean. It would open a page to InnerSloth's website.
Okay.
It's just like easier for to do like that. Oh, screen share on Discord. Oh my god, I forgot. I forgot to screen share on Discord. I'm only showing up on the stream.
I have something I have to do.
Okay, there we go. That should work for all the
Alright,
Discord
bye-bye.
users. I'm really sorry about that.
Alright, let's see. Well.
Technical difficulties. Okay, so account linking. Yeah, there's a page on InnerSloth's website, which we will link to from the app, where you can do all your account linking. The about page.
Yeah, I don't hear. I don't hear you. I don't hear you anymore.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, wait, hold on. Esther, I think I know why.
What happened?
So, okay, so here's the issue, right? You cannot stream if you're on phone. You cannot stream and have your microphone on. That's the issue.
What?
Because,
Wait.
Are you sharing on mobile?
No,
or
I'm
what?
sharing from PC.
Oh, okay. I thought you were on.
Hold on. Can you hear me right now?
Never mind.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
I can hear
okay.
you on Discord, yes.
All right. Okay, so oh yeah, I will launch and show a mod. That'll come in a second. There is some developer settings which most people will not have to touch. That's just more advanced stuff. Oh, servers. Almost forgot about this. You can add in some community-hosted servers. So far we have minis, modded regions, and we have NicoCats regions. So I can just add those in. You could also add in your own region. Let me see if I can remember the launchpad. Shoot. I think it's 443, I want to say. So yeah, you can add in your own regions. If I go over here and launch, I'm going to launch into the game now. Oh, right. Forgot to mention, InnerSloth servers will not be part of the initial release, mainly because we don't want to clog up InnerSloth servers with like support tickets and be like, oh, mods, oh, that's not good. Just crashed on me. Let me check what happened. Oh, yeah. That, I don't know. Recently, there's just been a weird crashing issue when I try to use full screen mode. I don't know if it's full screen or if it's just my phone, but sometimes the app crashes. But once you're loaded in, you're probably fine. It's just during the loading sequence. Oh, I'm gonna have to download. Oh, that's not good. It just happened again. I was testing this last night. It did not happen, like, at all last night. And then it started, I guess, started happening now. Let's try one more time. Hopefully we should be fine this time. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright, so I did turn off full screen mode and it
Okay, I'm
seems
finally
like
back.
that kind of helped. Alright, so I'm currently in Launchpad 0.3.6, I want to say. Oh my god. I accidentally closed out of it. Oops.
Oh, you closed out of it? Oh.
Yeah, that's the annoying thing about like the little button or whatever. Yeah, let me decrease the device audio. 1 minute. Now we gotta wait for this to load again. Thankfully, on my new phone, it only takes like 30 seconds or so to get in. On my Huawei Android phone, it usually took like a minute or two to load into mods, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, so I guess full screen mode might have some crashing issue. I decreased the device sound. I hope that's fine now.
That's true. I should also say,
yeah.
Everyone on Discord can hear it double. They can hear my
Oh.
audio double.
They hear your audio doubled?
Yeah, because you're sharing an entire screen.
Oh.
Yeah. You know how Discord is? It doesn't.
Yeah,
it does that. I don't know why.
How do I not share the audio? Oh, there, found it.
Whenever you're sharing your screen, you can just like, yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Should be free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Discord is just buns.
There we go.
I don't know yet. Sorry.
You're saying that as if like the one as bad, if not maybe worse.
So, real quick. Oh yeah, hold on. There was a question about frame rate. There is a mod that is included with Starlight called Graphics Plus, and it enables 60 FPS mode. And it also, another thing it does is allow you to use GPU lighting, which I will demonstrate in a minute. I just want to see if Launchpad servers are functioning.
You know, I might be stupid because like whenever I was trying Town of Us on Starlight, right?
Yeah.
I put the Graphics Plus mod. that might be a reason that it was just like not working for me.
Oh, I forgot. Launchpad has a bloom issue on Android. Let me turn that off. Right now I have my.
At that point, just call it Sun.
I have my phone unlocked to 120 FPS. There is a setting to increase that, but like it's not in the app yet, but it will be soon. So yeah, with Graphics Plus, you can increase your FPS, and you can also use these nice, smooth GPU shaders for the lighting, which I am not sure if they're supported on every single device, and I'm a little concerned.
Wouldn't it be better to have an option?
Oh my god, is it not showing the thing on... Oh, wait, no, there we go, okay. Wait, were you saying an option for what?
Like, for the GPU rendering.
Yeah, there would be a good idea to have an option, but my concern right now is if you have GPU lighting enabled and your phone doesn't support it, it's just going to break the shadows completely and it'll be used for cheating, so I don't know what to do about that yet.
I mean, there's gotta be a way to like check if like it renders, right? There's gotta be a way.
Probably. I just don't know yet. So we'll see if that makes it into the final version of Graphics Plus or not. I gotta do more testing to find that out. Every device I've seen so far works fine with GPU lighting, so it might be a non-issue. I don't know.
Let me grab my piece of garbage tablet. Let me see if it'll. I mean, actually, no, it'll probably run on here as well.
So, is there an FPS counter? There is not an FPS counter. I mean, someone could probably add one in, but I have not done that myself. This thing,
I think it's just that it's just not needed.
Yeah, this little button here is the Starlight button that was in the settings. You can choose to hide this. It lets you look at BepInEx and Unity logs, which could be important for like mod developers, but usually not for people who are just playing games. Let me do one of the roles. Oh, the note button. That note button is from Launchpad, actually. Oh, I didn't know my phone could do this. So
How'd you not know?
this is a Launchpad feature right here. I'll also show off some of the roles. For example, Hitman. Hitman's
and
sorry.
he's dying. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. First week of college, I got sick somehow. I don't know. I'll show off Hitman for now, since it's a pretty fun role. Your role is Hitman. Slow down time and kill the crewmates. You can kill multiple players at once. I'm pretty sure I can only kill 2 at once right now. So if I activate this, and I click on this guy, and I click on this guy, and then I just wait like 10 seconds for the deadlock, they both should die, most likely, if this doesn't crash, which I don't think it will. Okay, good.
Oh.
Yeah, Launchpad I would say is pretty stable on Android. I've never had any crashes with it after fixing the Android app itself. There's a lot of things I had to do to make mods stable, but like once I did those things, they ran pretty well. Not too bad. I'm gonna be janitor now, see if I can clean up the bodies. I'm gonna take this body over here, hide it in the vent. And we'll take this body over here and hide it in this vent. There should probably be a cooldown on that that's longer, but I don't have that set right now.
Is your settings or what?
Yeah, I don't know if those are defaults or if those are just my settings. Oh, speaking of, that's another feature.
It could just be your settings.
That's another feature that needs to be added in. I need to make configurations. Can you guess roles in meetings? I don't think Launchpad has a meeting guessing role.
Only technically Gambler exists, but that's like in game, no?
Yeah, see, I'll show off Gambler right now. Gambler is our only like guessing role, and the way it works, you have to gamble on somebody's role in game. So like, I'll gamble on this guy's role, right? And
and we know it'll be
I gotta fix the scrolling on that. That doesn't scroll. All right.
I actually wanted to bring this up.
Yeah.
Scrolling on a lot of menus, mini games specifically, is just like broken on basically everything.
All right, we'll have to figure that out.
I don't know. I think. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I will try out new mod X Launchpad. Call of Creator. He's talking to me about that.
And he's dead. All right.
Let's see. We will try new mod and Launchpad together in a minute. I'm real quick gonna just guess this role, see if I guessed it correctly. Now it's revealed to everybody, and everyone can see that's a crewmate. And I'm gonna wait the 20 seconds and guess again, but I'm gonna guess wrong this time, and I should die. And then after this, I'll close the game and grab a copy of new mod and install that. Real quick. Let me see what is the latest version of new mod. Yeah, see, I just died because I guessed that wrong. New mod v 1.2.5. Birthday update. Oh yeah. Alright, so let me grab the Android DLL file. and send it to my phone real quick. I'm gonna show you guys the whole local mod feature now, I guess. ADB push. I gotta do this from the command line because I don't have any like drag and drop stuff. Do this from. Okay, there we go. File
really?
pushed. I'm gonna quit out of here. And if I go into my profile, what I'll do is I'm gonna duplicate this, and I'm gonna call this Launchpad plus new mod, just like that. And I'm gonna put. I don't think the new mod file from the repo. I'm gonna have to cut that out of stream. Oops. You know what? Let me just grab it from here. Honestly.
Yeah, I think that would have probably been the safer bet, but
I hope it works. I think it'll work. I'll just keep an eye out on logs. When will Starlight come out? Soon, guys, soon. It'll happen eventually.
6 months. I'm joking.
Yeah.
It will not be 6 months.
Okay, it seems like it loaded in just fine.
Don't jinx it.
This is not the birthday update though. I'm gonna have to update that. Yes, CSV 1.2.4. So if I hop in a free
But it's
play,
good enough for like showing it.
Yeah, and I forgot. That's another bug with Launchpad. For some reason, the settings don't save properly on Android. All right, new mod.
I
Oh,
wonder
what did
if
I
it's
just
like.
I just leaked some personal stuff that
Did
I'd
you
rather
crash?
not. What?
Oh,
No, it
yeah.
didn't crash. I gotta choose a role. I have not played enough new mod to know what the good roles are. This one looks fun. Pulse Blade.
I'm pretty sure
Action
that's the one like
Apex.
where you have to like run at someone and like it'll kill
Dash
them.
to eliminate
It'll kill
target
like the closest
precision.
player. So.
Oh,
Like
that
that,
worked. Okay. Yeah, Pulse Blade. Current alive 6, threshold 4.
Oh, yeah,
One more strike to arm your win. That's interesting. I have not played
Something
this
I
role
wanted to
before.
ask as well, actually.
Yeah?
Extra.
Yeah?
The notification blurbs, like the ones that are like the lobby ones.
Yeah.
Like, why are some of them offset and some of them are not? That's what I'm like. Because whenever I was testing Myra, right?
Yeah.
It
Mira.
usually puts it like below the roll tab. Also, I'm not gonna say Mira. I'm gonna say Myra.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't care. I don't care what to say.
Wild.
No, but it just puts it onto the taskbar, which I don't understand why it does that. I don't know if that's like a Myra API thing.
Uh-huh.
And I would say to test it, but
I'd have to figure that
don't.
out. Oh, I should test
Because I know that Myra runs like
Sure.
that.
You know what? Let me real quick. I'm gonna upload an updated version of new mod, just so I can show you guys, the whole update thingy. So how? Well, I mean, it's not gonna be the final version, but shoot, what is wrong with this? I gotta remember my password now. Okay. If you guys won't be able to see this because I'm in the admin panel for Starlight right now. So if I manage new mod versions and I create 1.2.5, let me copy the changelog in there. Changelog, okay, that's copied in. And let me add in the file and then publish it. Oh wait, dependencies. Let me make sure I add in the right dependencies.
Oh yeah, the Starlight repo can only be grabbed from your version of Starlight, right?
Yeah, right now it's only from my version.
Can you hand it over? I want to try something.
Just 1 minute, hold on.
That's not a question. That's not a question.
Wild. Okay, so I just published a new version of new mod on the repo. So if I click on new mod, see I have version 1.2.5 now.
Wow.
And let me install that. I'm probably gonna have to remove the old one, I think. No, never mind.
I mean, I would assume so.
It updates
Actually, no?
automatically. Okay, we're good. I forgot I used a map
Oh.
for mod to version, so it'll just update the version. You can't have like two versions of the same mod at the same time. Alright, so let's
That's good, actually.
launch back in there. And hope things don't break. I actually don't know what Mira version that one is using. I hope it's the same one.
Okay, so the only reason that like Extra had to update new mod was because it was an outdated version.
Oh, it crashed again. That's
And
not
it
good.
crashed.
I hope that's
Yeah.
just my phone, because it never crashed on my Huawei like this. It always crashed. It's just crashing on my new phone, I think.
Hmm. Could it be that you're streaming it? Could it be that or no?
I don't think it's streaming. It might actually just be a debug thing as well.
Well,
I'm not 100% sure.
I mean, not streaming it, but like duplicating the display. I mean,
I don't know. Ooh,
Oh.
look at that. Happy birthday, new mod.
oh wait, isn't this the one with like the broken sidebar? Or
I have no idea.
because I feel like this is supposed to be something on the side, but I don't know. Maybe click play to see.
Oh, okay, hold on. Question in the chat. So y'all need to update the mods every single time. Yeah, there is a backend server, and when a mod developer updates, they're gonna have to send it in for review from us. So let me try. Actually, I want to see the lobby. So I'm gonna create a game in M&A if that works. It should work. Yeah, whoa. And with the bloom feature,
And
it's
there's
kind of cool.
bloom.
The bloom makes it kind of like. Let me hold on.
It
Let me
looks
turn
cool,
the
but it
bloom.
looks blinding.
It is kind of blinding. Okay.
Yeah, now I kind of miss the bloom. I just can't lie.
It does look pretty good. It's a little too much for the lobby, but it is cool. Makes it feel a little more futuristic. So yeah, this is the new mod birthday lobby. It's very cool. There is... Okay, good question, chat. Can you show the whole reporting process for when a mod crashes? Like, go to logs and share it to the devs. Yeah, I'll do that in a minute. I do want to try out that role, Wraith Caller. I want to say that was the name of the role. Oh, that's another issue we're gonna have to fix with compatibility. Launchpad name tags do get in the way of new mod name tags a little bit.
I think Launchpad name tags is getting away with almost anything.
It does.
Like with any other mod that isn't Launchpad.
Yeah. All right.
With
Wraith
Myra, it's
Caller.
off. With Town of Us is awful. I mean, like
Wraith Caller
'cause you can see
summons
the role
spectral
twice.
NPCs that slip through walls and hunt down your marked target. This sounds really cool. Oh yeah, Bloom will have a strength slider eventually. I just haven't gotten around to adding it. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, well, you can control your player at the same time?
Yeah,
I didn't know
actually
that.
didn't know that. And I ended up killing a guy all the way across the map.
Yeah. Oh man.
This is really cool. I like this one. Let me see, what's the name of the guy over here? I'm gonna kill him too. Win condition arms, survive to claim victory, fire.
I do like that it's like not like super fast or anything.
Uh-huh.
So like you can just like start running probably.
Oh, is there an issue with meetings? Oh, there is an issue with meetings.
Oh.
Yeah, hold on, the game just froze.
Check the
I'm
Oh,
looking.
it froze?
I'm look-
Oh, I thought
Yeah, it's completely
just-
frozen. I see there's like spam in the logs. Oh
Oh,
yeah,
well.
it just crashed. Okay.
Yeah, maybe open the logs this time.
This is a launchpad issue. This is a launchpad issue, not a new mod issue, not a Mira issue. This is
Launchpad
100% a launchpad issue.
How come?
Cause I just what is it? I just looked at the logs from. Well, I mean, I'll actually show off the logs now since we just found out that it crashed, and you'll be able to see that it is a launchpad issue. All right. To view the logs, you're gonna click on this little button in the top right here on the home page. It's like a little file with writing on it, and you're gonna see a couple different log options. The one that's important for mods is that very first one called log output.log. It has this little funny looking logo. That is the Bepinex logo. So you're gonna click on this, and you'll be able to see the logs. And if I scroll down to where it started to crash. I'll also turn off wrap text so we can really read this. So you see there's an error when invoking event handler for player can use event, and it has to do with the Launchpad Hacker Utilities class. So that is definitely a Launchpad issue. Oh, just closed out of that by accident. So we will
Is it just checking for like a no modifier? What?
Yeah, it seems to be a modifier issue. It could. Oh wait, modifier component is not attached to the player. Wait.
It's probably trying to remove something. It's probably trying to like remove
this
it.
might be a little more serious of an issue actually. I'm not 100% sure. It might be something between like Launchpad and new mod compatibility. Real quick, let me.
Well, wait. Whenever you were in Launchpad, did you actually like get into a meeting, just like regular ass Launchpad?
I think I've only tried it once or something. Let me hop back in and give it another
yeah,
shot.
let's just check.
It's possible there might be some other error that caused it later down the line that I didn't realize.
Right.
So if I hop into free play.
Then and just get blinded, yeah.
One minute.
Joe,
My
now I'm
friend needs some tech
curious.
support.
Like, I don't know if
Alright, let me hop into a meeting.
I don't know if like
Okay, so it seems to just be a issue with compatibility between new mod and Launchpad.
Yeah, but it's very. I think like hold on, go back into Starlight like logs right there, because it shows that it's trying to remove a modifier that doesn't exist. I feel like
No, it's gonna be gone now.
probably
It's gonna be gone now because we just restarted the game. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. See.
I'm saying like because remember the error had to do with a missing modifier. There needs to be checks.
Okay,
that's what needs.
It wasn't a missing modifier. It was the modifier component was not attached, and that means there's a serious issue on Mira API side, or a mod ended up breaking things into a bad state. So I'll have to look into that. Maybe it might have to do with how the Wraith caller works. I'm not 100% sure, since adding new players can definitely mess stuff up sometimes.
No, you're right. Actually, it could be that. Because it checks for any player, I would assume, right? Like, I haven't looked at the code in a while, but I would assume it just checks for any player that has it and removes it from there. And if the player doesn't technically exist, then there would be no modifier attached and it would just crash, right? That's like my logic.
Yeah, sort of. Has it been beta tested with the beta testers? We just got a new question. Yeah, it like we had beta testers working on it for a while. So yeah, the app has been getting beta tested.
CS.
All right. Honestly, I think that's about it for today. I don't really have much else to show off regarding the app, but like you can see, it's pretty much almost finished at this point. There's a couple small features we gotta add. I have to add in like configuration stuff. But overall, it is like almost done at this point. Is the public beta gonna be like 1 week before these? I mean, I would call the public beta like the release. I would say it's just it's less of like I wouldn't expect it to be 100% functioning from with everything. That's it. Public beta just means there might be some crashes, there might be some bugs. We're just gonna try and fix it. Full release, I would call it full release when like it's a stable app and there's no issues. But I think we're basically done for the day. That was a good session. Again, I hope you guys are a little less worried about is Starlight gonna release or not. Because it's pretty close, you know. It's almost there. There's just small stuff to get done. All right. See you guys soon, I guess. I'm gonna stop the stream.